I started teaching guitar, I had a student that wanted to learn pop songs, and so I would search for other more interesting songs that she could learn. But to make the class more interesting, I would try to find chords and songs that didn't always have the same sort of 3 or 4 chords that would repeat over and over again.
Boring!
So then later on with my other students, after selecting an appropriate song that had more interesting chords but at the same time avoided the more difficult ones, I would let them listen to the song and I would ask them questions like, okay, how many beats are there per chord, or what the strumming pattern? And sometimes it would kind of look like this.
Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be.
Isn't this a piano song? So then I realized I needed a different strategy for my students to get them to realize when the chords were changing. In a song that only has 4 chords, it's pretty easy to figure out when the chords change, and normally chords that are in 4/4 time will change after every 4 beats. So what I would try to do is I would try to get a song that had a really strong drum beat. Now you can listen to the beat that's on beat 1 for the bass drum, and then the snare on beat 2, the bass drum hits again on beat 3, and then the snare hits on beat 4. The question about the strumming pattern is a little bit more complicated. Basically what I would show for the strumming pattern is 2 basic patterns. Either this one, or this one. In standard notation, these would look like this. Down, down, up, down. And like this. Down, down, up, up. The problem is that it's very hard to hear these strumming patterns in songs, so sometimes when students would bring more advanced songs with a guitar class in them, then the guitar part would change all the time. Say in like some rock ballads, you can clearly hear the guitar part, but it's very, very difficult to hear exactly the number of beats there are per chord. So this used to bother me a little bit, because then I couldn't exactly get an example of a song that had a guitar part, show it to my students, and get them to imitate exactly what it was. What I was basically doing in my class was a cover. I was taking a song that had chords in it, and then I was telling what would this sound like just with a singer and then an acoustic guitar. So in this case, if you really want your students to listen to a clear guitar part that's doing one of these 2 patterns, you can listen to the song by Train, Hey Soul Sister, which has the ukulele part doing the pattern. Or you can listen to Jack Johnson's song, Do You Remember, which also has the guitar pattern doing some fills, but you can clearly hear it doing the down, down, up, down pattern. And now this is going to give your student a real example of what these chords sound like when they're played in a real song. A song that has a more complicated guitar part, or a guitar part that's mixed in with a whole bunch of other instruments, is going to be a little bit harder for your student to tease out. And you're better off just getting your student to listen to where the beats are, and then tell your student to play a cover. Either play along with the song, or just tell your student that what your song is playing is going to be this strumming pattern, but it might not necessarily be what the guitar playing is doing in the recording. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think, like the video, and comment in the comment section.